I'm live. How ironic. I was on time this morning and my computer wasn't working. I had to reboot it and then the camera didn't work. And I was trying to figure that out, turn it on and off, activate DF. And I had to reboot my computer again. And that's why I'm late. But I was on time. My computer wouldn't turn on. All right, it's 8:15. I'm going to set the timer for an hour and 15 minutes. I might go, we'll see what happens. I want to try some drills today. I recently went back to, and I've got a different camera angle. I took the overhead camera down, and the reason is, sometimes I'll review these practice sessions, and then also so you can see, when I have the overhead camera on, then the field of view for this camera is narrower, and you can't see me on the side. Like if I'm shooting a shot over here, you can't see what I'm doing because the picture frame's cut off. So I'm going to do this for the practice session, this camera view, because I don't think the overhead matters as much. And then you can see what I'm doing. And then also I can see what I'm doing. So if I want to review later and look and see if I'm twisting or dropping my elbow or jumping up or whatever, I can look at it and see. So I like that. And then I was looking at drills, and I remembered and rediscovered Darren Appleton's YouTube page. It's fantastic, people. Darren Appleton's got a playlist of drills, and there's different categories and different skill levels, and he's just got more drills that you can shake a stick at. And I'm going to look through there and start picking some of his drills and doing them. A lot of his drills are oriented for 10-ball. But that's okay. 10-ball is good for you, no matter what game you like to play. All games reinforce the other games. And when it comes down to it, a drill isn't, I always say this, a drill isn't about making the ball. It's about how you're making the ball. So it doesn't matter if it's a 10-ball drill. If it gets you to pay attention to your fundamentals and your stroke delivery and all those things, good drill. So this is early morning practice for me. I just woke up, and so I'm just getting loose. I'm just randomly shooting some shots, but I'm paying attention to what I'm doing. The most important thing, I've been struggling lately with my play, and since Tuesday, well, today's Thursday morning, so I played and practiced a couple of times, not on YouTube, and was having trouble, just feeling completely out of sorts. And I finally realized, I went back and watched. There's a video of me from a few months ago when I ran my high run 151, and I went back and watched that video because I wanted to see what I was doing, and maybe I could pick out something I was doing then that I'm not doing now, or wasn't doing, and I did. Wasn't putting the care into certain shots, like the shot I just did when I'm talking. But the one thing that I was doing during that 151, I remember I was working on it then, was really paying attention to the slow backstroke and the delivery. I mean, it's a little rocking motion that you got to get it's all related to your timing, and that's where things fall apart more than anything else. You know, we talk about people having a quick backstroke and jabbing and stuff. That's where it all comes from. You got to pull that cue back slow. So I started paying attention to that last night when I was playing. Still missed it. And That's one ingredient that I think has deteriorated, that I've been missing. And so I want to pay attention to that. You know, your drills, when you practice, you don't want to just be focused on making the ball. It's about how you're making the ball. That's why you're practicing. Now, when it's time to play a game or play the ghost or something, then you focus on the game and let all your fundamentals go out on automatic. That's what they're supposed to be. That's why you train your drills, to do that. Anyway, I've said all this before. Okay. I've talked about the things I need to be paying attention to, is that careful setup, and I've lamented during play with that I'm rushing my shots, and the cure for that is the moments of stillness. I made a video about that, the second and third moment of stillness that I talk about. And whenever I feel like I'm rushing or things aren't going right, I guarantee you I'm not doing those things. So you during your drills, or your practice, whatever you're doing, you want to really pay attention to that and almost exaggerate it. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm just warming up right now. Just randomly hitting balls. Just to swing the arm. Because I just woke up too. And then and the other thing I was really realizing last night while playing is that one other component about playing pool is the concentration, because you're looking at the aim point and you're visualizing where the cue ball needs to go, and then you're getting down on the shot. It's this mental work, the non-physical, about seeing the aim point, holding it in your mind, and everything mental, not psychological, but just the mental parts that you're thinking about. And you can rehearse those too. You can get better at that concentration and what people call concentration or focus. You can get better at it. That's what you're doing when you're shooting your drills. Okay, so what I want to do today see, if you're not doing a slow backstroke and you're getting jerky, it also makes you rise up or move your body or things. If you have that last moment of stillness at the cue ball, and everything stays still as you slowly pull back, everything goes where it's supposed to. It doesn't go offline because you're staying still. Everything just reinforces everything else. Anyway, I want to do that. I want to use the lightweight practice balls a little bit. Usually let me go look. Is anybody even watching? It doesn't matter because people will play it back later. But I used these last time. Oh, and by the way, things didn't work out yesterday. I wanted to be online yesterday. This practice session was scheduled for Wednesday, 8 a.m., and I didn't have it at all, and I just rescheduled it for today. So I'm going to do this today, and tonight I'm going to do straight pool run attempts. And it's ironic then that I was on time this morning and my computer wasn't working. Anyway. I want to see how I can do on this, because I tried this Tuesday. No, I tried this Monday. It took me like 10 attempts or something, a whole bunch of attempts. These are these super lightweight practice balls, right? And so it's going to bounce off that 9-ball. And the point is to get it to bounce back between these balls. That's how, to see how well you're aiming and how straight you're stroking. If you don't hit the center of the cue ball, so if I hit it off center, it's going to deflect like crazy. See, and you don't even hit the ball. See how it bounces off? So you have to hit the cue ball in the center just to even get it to go straight. And then on top of that, you need to hit the object ball squarely in the center to get it to bounce back between these balls. So, based on stuff so I've been working on it. Not this shot, I've been working on, oh, I'm busy. I usually turn my ringer off, I forgot. Turn my sound off. But I'm gonna, after this, I'm gonna go look up a Darren Appleton drill or two and work and practice that this morning. That ain't bad, actually. I mean, I didn't get it there, but that's, to get it to bounce back and hit this side of the side pocket, it's pretty good. But I noticed when I was down on the shot that I wasn't over the center of the emblem on the table here. Well, that looks like it should be straight. Maybe I didn't have it in the right spot. Okay. Nice. That's one. Okay, that feels better. That feels good. Like I said, Monday I did this and it took me like 10 tries. So I was, you know, I felt like I've been out of sorts, and I think I'm figuring it out. See that? I don't know if that's even straight. Yeah, it's a little bit off to the side. When you set these balls down, they kind of weeble wobble. You gotta let them kind of find their center and then put them where they go. Almost. Already I feel much better. You know, Monday when I did this, the ball was like going off to the side or missing the 9-ball completely, different things. So it's helped me to focus on what's important. Yeah, see it kind of does a little weeble wobble. There we go. See, now that's, I mean, that doesn't look like anything. Guarantee you that's not easy. So I'm going to try the regular pool balls as well, where you try and shoot the 9-ball into the rail, have it come back, hit the cue ball, and knock the cue ball up between these balls. Oh. One more, and we're going to go to pool ball. But this isn't, and remember, it's not about the shot. It's about what is your arm doing? Pay it, you know, during practice, pay attention. Thought I was going to have that one. I'm not sure if I hit the cue ball off center or if I hit the object ball off center. I'm not sure. Probably don't need to chalk with these things. That's the worst one today. Why is that? Didn't feel straight or confident on that one. Wow, I hit it way off to the side. Okay. 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 Thought I was going to have that one. Nice. Oh, I mean, it's about the concentration that it takes. Sometimes you're just down and you're just waving your cue around and you're not thinking about what you're doing. That's why I said it's about your drills are not, you can practice your mental concentration and focus just like you practice anything else. Okay, stop shot on the cue ball. Oh, close. There was a little tiny bit of side spin on the cue ball. It didn't quite stay in place, almost. And then I kind of babied it too. Okay. Caught myself rising up to look at the shot. So let's just stay still, stay still. It's all about that arm. It's all about the stroke delivery. Wow. Okay. Keep catching myself leaning over the shot. And that can happen a lot if you start. You gotta make sure I get aligned right. There we go. Okay, so 3 of those shots at least, my cue ball has gone to the right. And I think pretty much with no side spin. So I think I'm hitting the cue ball pretty here, but maybe I'm not hitting the object ball exactly in the center. I don't feel like, and this shot has to be lined up straight too, otherwise you can't bank it straight back. Yeah, same thing to the right. I thought I just corrected that. We'll see. So yeah, I mean, this shot makes you shoot straighter than straight in order to pull this one off. Same thing. Huh. All right. Well, that's I mean, I got a definite clue staring me in the face. The heck am I doing? See, what am I doing? Because I mean, what I'm thinking about is the fact that if I'm shooting this ball straight in the pocket, you know, dead straight in shot, I'm a favorite to stick that cue ball right there. How is this any different? Why am I not hitting it in the center? I'm trying to visualize a pocket right there, and that's not working. There it is. There it is. Okay. So stop trying to visualize that pocket and look at the center of the object ball. It's just center to center, obviously. Nope. There I go off to the right again. That's not, I think that drifted off the spot, didn't it? Well, that's still went to the right, just not as badly. So I think I need a little more care here in what I'm doing. Like that. Oh, almost. Oh. One more. I want to get one more. I'm going to do it. Then I'm going to shoot a drill. Aye. Yikes. So now, the last two shots, my cue ball went to the left. You really got to focus. Wow, and then it went to the right. I thought I had it. I only made one. Eesh, thought I had it. Can you imagine doing this 5 in a row? Geez, I don't know if anyone can do 5 in a row. I wonder if Ko Ping Chung can do 5 in a row. Oh! I'd like to see Joshua Filler and Ko Ping Chung shoot this. I really would. That was actually very good. I took more care at the setup of the cue ball. Super important. There we go. More care with the setup at the cue ball, and then more deliberation in a nice slow backstroke and making sure we come straight forward. I should shoot this for another hour is what I should do, because that's the delivery that I need on every shot. I need that delivery when I'm shooting this shot. And we get lazy, and you can't get lazy because you have to shoot that delivery every single time so that you shoot it the same every single time. That's my nemesis is shooting too fast. Well, there's another reason why shooting fast. I mean, you only got 2 pros that I know of in history that shot fast. Rodney Morris and Luke Salvis. Anyway, we have a little, let me translate this comment and see what they're saying. Oops. Efren Reyes is still the magician, win-lose. When there is a bet, he will be forced to win. Okay. Well, Efren Reyes is the magician. He's the GOAT, the greatest in the world. But I don't think he's forced to win. That's the wrong way to put it. But that could be something coming off in the translation different. But I appreciate what you're saying. He's definitely the best pool player to ever live, in my opinion. Even today with the champions we got going today. All right. Why don't I bring this up? Hold on a second. Let's see. Window capture. And why is that so big? Let's go to here and here. So I'm okay with doing this because I'm not doing anything that anyone else couldn't do. So it's not like any copyright kind of thing. I'm going to Darren Appleton. I wanted to shoot the Ralph Arquette drill, and I'll do that again later, but let's keep it interesting. So Darren Appleton has a playlist, has a bunch of playlists. And he hasn't posted a lot lately, but we can give him a break on that. He's got health issues, and I hope he's doing well. So if you look down here, Darren Appleton's drills, intermediate beginners, Darren Appleton's drills, advanced intermediate. So my ego wants to say, oh, heck, let's just go get an advanced drill. And he's got tons of drills, and there will be time. I want to work my way through his drills. And some of them I might only shoot once. A couple I might shoot a lot more often. Look at the drill in this thumbnail right here, advanced intermediate. He's got 2 L drills, one on each end of the table, and you probably go between the 2. That's a monster. Anyway, let's start out with something a little easier. Oh wait, I hit the. Let me close that. I want to hit view full playlist. So let's see how many are here. 48 drills. I think I'll be busy for a while. Anyway, number 1 is Diamond Pool League powered by Fargo rating drill of the month, 8-ball pattern drill. Let me just take a look and see if I want to do this.
Hello everyone, welcome to the Diamond Pool League powered by Fargo rating drill of the month.
Okay, I'm not going to play the whole thing because if you want to see the whole thing, go to Darren Appleton's channel. I'm not going to steal anything from him. And it's well worth your while. If you aren't subscribed, do that. All I want to do is catch what the idea of this drill is, and it looks interesting. I might give it a go.
You can see a nice 8-ball drill. Basic rules are that if you've got a Fargo rating under 499 and below. Then you can start with ball in hand, and you can take solid or strike. But after you've taken one set of balls, you've got to then take the next set of balls and the 8-ball last. But after the first set of balls, so for example, if you take strike, you must get shape on the 8-ball. If you don't get shape on the 8-ball, like if you do to yourself, then you have to start all over again. And for the guys who are 5 or above 500, you've got to start with the cue ball in the center of the table, and you've got to take solids first. Slightly tougher than strikes. The reason why, because you've got 4 solids here compared to 3 strikes. So just a slightly tougher going solid. So that's the rules. I hope you enjoyed the demonstration, and I look forward to some of you guys.
I was going to say, I'm going to do the slightly harder one. I'm going to put the cue ball in the center of the table, and I was looking at what would I shoot first, and I would shoot this first. You're basically coming in center table, but you're coming in at the 5-ball in this example, in this pocket, and from there you can play position. I probably want to end with the 4-ball in this example as the key ball for the 8. You don't want to use the 3 because you're kind of close to it, unless if you can get on this side. I hope you're seeing my mouse on the correct side of the 3. Then it's just a little drawback for the 8. But this is interesting. So what he said is, so I'm gonna set this up. I'm gonna run solids. Is he missing any balls? No, he's not missing them. So I'm gonna run the solids, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so all the balls are there, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So I'm gonna run the solids, get position on the 8, and then if I understood him correctly, then from there you run the stripes and get position on the 8. You got to pocket all the balls. So this is a little bit kind of sort of similar to my open rack challenge, where you got to clear the table calling the next shot. I mean, it has similarities to that. But let's set it up and give this a try. Let's see. So rack area, we got the 8-ball, and we have a solid in the stripe. In his example, the solid's over here. They're kind of like here. Okay, let's go with that. And then I've got a solid back here, right on the back of the rack area. And then I have, on the right side, I have a solid stripe here. So, and those are inside of these balls. So I think they're like that. And then the same thing over here. Solid on this side. And wait. Yeah, solid on this side. And the stripe there. I mean, this is not as easy as it might look. Or for some of you, it might look real difficult, and it is. Okay, so that's that side. And then over here, I got to go reverse that. I go solid near the rail and a stripe here. Is that right? And then over here, it's a stripe here. And a solid here. Correct? Yeah. Cue ball in the center. What am I missing? Am I missing a couple balls, it looks like? And then on the right side is a stripe. Like kind of diamond and a half, like right here and here. Or a solid here, and then a stripe. I don't know, kind of like right there, right? Diamond in, diamond up. Okay. So his first shot actually is the 7. 2 rails here. So I'm playing the 7. His first shot is the 7-ball tight in the corner to come this way at the 1. Oh, no. What did I do wrong? That should be on. Oh, he's like this. Okay. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I got those balls backwards. So his first shot is the 7-ball out of the corner coming this way, because then the cue ball's coming at the 4. So, all right. Okay. I'm not going to bet that I'm going to do this the first try, but let's see. I don't like this because I'm coming too tight. I mean, I'm going to hit the 11 unless I come wide. And if I come wider, then I'm going to have a big angle on this 4, but that's okay. Okay, so I like I like the 1 or the 3 as the key ball for the 8. But you got to get the 6 out of there. And you can't shoot the 1 up there, so you need position here. So it looks to me like if I shoot the 7, I'm going to come over here, back to center table, but have a better angle on the 4 ball, so I can go 4, 5, 3. Then I can use the 6 to come straight up to get on the 2, and use the 2 ball to get on the 1 to get on the 8. So that diagram sounds good, but we'll see what happens. I don't like the first shot because I'm going to come too wide. I mean, I'm going to be coming at this angle, and I'm going to have too much angle on the 4 to go to the 5 next. So if I go 7, 4, 2, 5, then it's 3, 6, and I got to play position from the 6 to the 1, and that's no good. All right, so it all depends on where the cue ball stops here. Let's give it a go. Well, there's your answer on the first shot. This is a little trickier than it looks from the beginning. So this ball is right in the way. And so, I mean, you're coming off this ball. Yeah, you can miss the 9. Easy, you got a lot of room there. Well, not a lot, but you have enough. Okay. Second try. Yeah, terrible. But that's good. I might try my own pattern, but let me try his pattern first, because this is the first shot that I saw that might be a good opening shot. But I've gotten the angle wrong twice. Both times. Okay. So it's I mean, there's enough room, but there we go. And that's what I thought might happen. Hitting the 11. It's just too big of a target coming through there. But I think this is still workable. I'm going to shoot the 2, not the 4, right? But then that ruins my pattern because I needed the 2 to get on the 1. So I don't see a real natural pattern. I could do 2, 1. Oh, I think 2, 1, 6, because then you come up and you go 4, 3, or 4, 5, and the 5 gets you on the 3 to get on the. You got to land right on all these balls, and I'm not sure how I want to go from the 6 to the. I got to get from the 6 to the 4, 5 to here. That's no bargain unless I shoot the 4 ball on the side the same way I'm doing the 2. I mean, if I get this angle, I can just try and slide the cue ball right through this gap here, but that's fraught with all kinds of danger as well. The 3 ball is going to be there, so the 2 rail route coming this way to come up here, the 3 ball is blocking it. The other way is to just shoot the 6 and float here and out, and then just shoot the 5 from there. And that's probably the safest way. So I need an angle on this 1 so I can go off the rail. So I can get the cue ball off the rail. So I want to follow forward, and I want to come past the shot line. Okay. And we'll see what we got from there. See, he's calling this an 8-ball drill, but I'm seeing it as straight pool. This is very much like straight pool. All right, so now I've got to I can go this way, 2 rails, and I just want to get the cue ball up here past the 4. Now, if I go too far, I'll be able to play the 3, but I want to just come up past the 4. So if I use straight high, I'm going to come up too high on this rail. I need to spin it a little to come tighter out of there. About like that. Yeah, so I came a little bit too far. I mean, I'm straight in on the 3, and I got a big angle on the 4. But guess what I see now? If I can cheat the pocket on the 3 and get the cue ball here, then it's just 5-4, and I'm straight in on the 8. Duh. Duh. I don't really have that angle. But I can also do the other thing. So I can't get close to straight on the 5, but I can draw back to here and then go 4, 5, 8. So really, either one is open to me now. And I love it because both balls lead naturally into the 8. So I've got a little bit too much angle on the 5. I'll go 4, 5. So I want a slight angle on this 5 so I can bounce off the rail and come down for the 8. And I cut too slight of an angle, but I'm okay. So before I shoot, come over and look. And I'm actually going to run the stripes before I shoot the 8. So I'm thinking about cheating and playing position for the 8 ball and a stripe. Because if I put the 8 ball right here, what stripe am I going to shoot? I suppose I'll shoot the 12. Let's just play good position on the 8 and then work it from there. Yeah, that's very, very reasonable, good position on the 8. So I'm going to make that 8 ball 99% of the time. And I've got a very good shot on the 12, so now let's run the stripes. So what's the best key ball? How do you run? This is an 8 ball lesson. Everyone knows the answer. You work backwards. The 13 as a stop shot is a key ball. You're boom, you're right on the 8 here. So I'd love to do that. So what's the key ball for the 13? Well, it could be a number of balls. The 15, you'd normally consider it a good one, but the problem is when you play position for the 15, you want to put your cue ball where the 13 is now. So it's an obstruction. It's actually going to make it harder. So you could use this as a key ball just as easily. So that's informing me that I want to shoot the 15 earlier in the run. I don't want to leave it to the end. So if I shoot the 12 now, what ball am I going to go to? I'd like just sliding over here because I'm either going to shoot the 14 or the 15 next, depending on where the cue ball stops. And I'm going to yeah, and I'll find a way. And I like the 11 and the 9. Either the 11 or the 9 can be a key ball for the 13. So let's do that. So before we shoot the 12, we come look. Right? I don't want to be over here, close to straight, something like that. But also here, this shot on the 15 would be great as well. So that's telling me past center. Okay. So I don't have a complete pattern. It's just based on where this cue ball stops, whether I decide to shoot the 15 or the 14 right now. So here's what you got to think about. If I shoot the 15 now, I need to get rid of these 2 balls. So I probably want to just come across 15, come across for the 10, but then I have to shoot the 14 to get position on the 9. So I can go from the 9 to the 11 in the side maybe to get on the 13. You don't have to do it that way. You could go from the 14 to the 11, then use the 9 to get on the 13. Nothing wrong with that either. In fact, obviously there's a lot other patterns, but we're trying to make it as foolproof as possible. So I'm going to go 15 to the 10. The other thing that's good about this shot that I just shot is I have this position as well, if I don't like the 10. And it's one rail position. I'm not going to scratch here or anywhere, and I can hit it soft, which makes the pocket bigger. So all those things factor in. So now I want to go 14, and I'm going to have this angle on the 14, which I like. The reason is the cue ball is going to go to the bottom rail, side rail, and both the 9 and the 11 both go in that pocket. So I'm coming off the 14 into a position zone for 2 balls. That's super high percentage. So I got a little close to my work and made it harder. So I don't have the ability to do what I said, to go to the bottom rail and up into here. But I can just come center table for the 11 or farther for the 9, drawing it back. The safer shot is to go to the 11 because I can get on either side of the 11 and still get on the 9. And the 9 is a very reasonable K3 or K2 to get on my key ball for the 8. So this is drawback with no spin. We're keeping it simple. Center table is good, a little bit past, a little bit short. Actually, at center table or a little past is the best. And notice if I go way too far, I'll have a shot at the 13. So I'm coming here. That'll do. So check the angle of the ball. I'm dead straight. What angle do I want on the 9? A lot of people might want this angle, thinking you just go to the rail and off. That's harder to judge than this angle. The reason is, if you get this angle and you hit this rail to come off for the 13, you have a zone where you're good on the 13 that's like this wide. That's it. Whereas, if you get this angle on the 9, right, your cue ball is going to the head rail and then towards the 9. So as soon as the cue ball leaves the rail, you have position, 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 position. See that? So that's the angle you want. Look at the angle of the object ball to the pocket. And then I judge where my cue ball is going to hit the rail, and then I stand over here and look. Okay, cue ball is going to hit the rail here. Come straight at the 13. Okay. It's all visualization. Stand behind the cue ball. You should look at the object ball first, but stand on the cue ball. See it again. Yep. Position all the way. So from here, I have a slight angle on the 13. So I'm deciding, do I want to bounce the cue ball off the rail where I can get perfect? Or do I just want to cinch it, keep the cue ball off the rail, and just kind of do a little pinch draw over to here? Personal preference, but you're going to want to favor hitting it soft because it makes the pocket bigger. Why would you want to be in order to bounce the cue ball off the rail, I got to pound it. So I got to hit it real accurate, and that's when you rattle the ball, especially when it's hill in a tournament match or something. Just do that. That's a good drill, and I can see shooting that again. I'm looking at the diagram on the monitor, try and get it set up right again. There's a solid behind the back of the rack, and then I go on the right side, it's solid away from the rail. the stripe here. Is that how it was? And on this side, the stripe is near the rail. Whoops. Oh, I have a solid here. And then over here on the right side, the stripe is near the rail, and the solid is here. And over here, on the left side, the stripe is away from the rail. And the solid is here. And then here, I got it reversed. The solid is over here. No, the stripe's over here. Oh, did I have that one backwards? On the right side of the table, the solid. Oh, so I had them backwards, actually. Stripe goes here and solid goes here. I don't know how much of a difference that makes, because honestly, you just shoot it in this pocket and come 2 rails out there. But I didn't like that shot. I did not like how that shot went. So I'm just going to try and do this once more. So I need to shoot the solids. And I'm not going to start with the 5 this time, which might be a mistake. We'll see. I think I should start with the 5. Huh, interesting. It's either the 5 or the 3, and both of them, you got to play this window between the object ball and the pocket like that. It's a small window. I don't like it for that reason. So that means either the 1 or the 6, because they're not as thin of a cut as the 4 and the 2. But they're still thin. Huh. Yeah, I'd rather not start with the 1 or the 6. They're too thin. I mean, obviously you can do it. Okay, I'm going to do it. Let's just see if I can pull it off. Okay. So good position on the 2, which is what I wanted. And so now the pattern forces itself on you, because I don't want to go to the 5, because then I got to go 5. Well, you could go to the 5 and come back over. I'd rather go 2 and come over here, because then 4 leads more naturally to the 5, and then the 5 gets you on the 1, and then you're going 1, 3, 7. See? I'm a little bit hampered here, but let's do it. Okay. Well, I don't want to be straight. Okay. So now I got to draw back to get my angle, and I don't want to be straight, so I just want to come far enough to cut this 5 so I can come off the rail for the 1. And you see how much harder I made that, because if I had an angle on that 4, I could have bounced out and had my cue ball over here, much easier shot. Yeah, now I'm pretty straight, so that's hard. I either got to pound it to get it to the rail and out, or draw it. Drawing it's fine, because if I end up at this angle, I'll play the 3 next. I'll slide my cue ball over for the 3 next. And I actually don't want this angle, because then I'm flirting with the 13 to play position. So, okay. I actually have more angle than I thought. I'm going to the rail. Okay. I don't want to go to the rail here, so this is another one of those smooth draws. Oh, I got too much angle. And I'd love to play position for the 8 in the corner. Yeah, and I think that's here you want to hit a little bit of speed. So we're just driving the cue ball to the rail, kind of. We don't want to come in the corner. We want to come right to the rail. But then left spin, and you're just coming out short of center table, which is here. And I hit it a little soft, but I have a very reasonable shot on the 8, and I'm going to make it. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot it, just to prove that to myself. 15's a stopper for the cue ball. Okay. So let's put it back, because the rules say that we want to get position on the 8 and then run the rest. So this is ideal. Oh, it's not ideal because the 13 doesn't go by the 11. Okay, so I got to come with a longer shot to start, which is fine. But it's ideal in that the 13, 15, and 10 all can be key balls for the 8. So I'm thinking clear the up table and then go down, but we'll see. You don't want to take this lightly because you got to play position in between here, or somehow. So I think the 9 ball is the first shot, obviously. Oh, okay, it's close to a straight in, and then I like position on the 14 in the side. So everything, the least amount of work required, just make the ball. And I have an angle now to just slide over here, so I can shoot either one of these next. I like that. Yeah, see, I'm afraid of hitting it too hard to scratch. So this is a little interesting. I like the 12 to get on the 15 for the same reason as the rack ended, the last one that ended. You play that angle where you go to the rail and you just come straight at the 15 from the 12. So problem is I have too much angle to kind of, I could baby this in, but I don't want to hit it that soft. I could shoot the 10 as well. 10's not bad. But then I'm trying to draw back to get to the position I already have, so it's not good. All right, I'm going to do the natural position, which is one rail across, and then shoot the 12. So I'm going to have to go, it's not ideal. I'll have to go 12, 15 across for the 11, but the 11 is natural position to get to the 10. So for that reason, I'll do it this way. So I like this angle as well. Okay. Well, I sure got that angle. And that's now I have too much angle to follow forward for the 11. So things are a little out of, I was going to go 15, 11, wasn't I? Okay, that's fine then. Because straight, just straight high, I'm coming off the rail this way. So I've got position all the time to have the correct angle to come across for the 11. Okay. Give myself a little angle on the 11. And by the way, if I don't get far enough for the 11, I'll have the 10 ball, and I can play position from the 10 to the 11. And then the 11 is a good key ball for the 8 because it's diagonal from the 8. So that wasn't as straightforward, but yeah. And actually now, see, I'm hampered with the 8, so there's nothing wrong with shooting 10, 11. So this pattern got revised like 6 times. So I think in order to make sure I get an angle, I'm going to hit this rail here. Make sure I hit this rail, because then I'll just come off enough to have a nice angle. A little bit too much angle. I overcooked it. So I can't hold it, so I'm coming over here for the 8-ball here. So do I want to hit the rail or not? The problem with hitting the rail here is you don't want to scratch in the side, so you end up playing the cue ball, and the cue ball stops here, frozen on the rail. Now you have to shoot this shot, which is no bargain. So it'd be better to let the cue ball hit the rail here if you have to hit a rail. If you can hold it without hitting a rail, even better. But this is why you shoot drills, so you're confident in getting the cue ball where you want it and not too low on this rail. And that's the danger. Ha ha ha! Ah, I failed. And that's the reason why most people do not want to play the cue ball into the second rail. They just want to take that possibility out of the equation, and I like that. And it's because of that. I'll show another shot, which is if you're worried about that and you don't want to end up on the rail here, what you do in this situation is you play position for the 8-ball in this side pocket. Because if the cue ball hits this rail and comes off, it's going this way. So you're just playing the speed control to here. And that might look kind of funny. Oh, and I didn't get that at all. So I hit both of those. Horrible. You do not want that shot. Oh, wow. So both of these runs, see, I started with a different ball than Darren recommended, and both of these runs became more difficult, I think, because of it. Now, if I had shot this stripe and my cue ball stopped here, I'd already be on to the next drill. So you don't want to look at this as a failure. This is an opportunity to learn something. Because I just shot this twice and failed to get an easy shot on the 8 both times. So we got to learn something here. That's the position I'm talking about. It's natural. Look at that. Because it's easy to spin and draw the cue ball down here, right? That's easy. But if you're trying to play a delicate shot where you're trying to hit the rail right here, it's so much harder. But in my opinion, the best shot when you have too much angle like this is just make the ball softly so the pocket's bigger. Just do that. Because the cue ball is going to come over here, and although you're farther from the 8-ball that you want to be, you can see the pocket. You have a good, you're less than a half ball hit, you're aiming at the object ball, and you're not doing anything finicky or tricky or testy. It's a very deliberate stroke to pocket that ball. You're not frozen on the rail trying to shoot over the rail or anything like that. And I could have hit this a little bit harder so it hit this rail and come off, but that's easy to protect this angle and not scratch. And it's easy to control the cue ball, so there's no scratch. A nice deliberate stroke on that 8. So that's probably the best position to play, is just come straight across. You have this shot. All right, I want to do a different drill. What time is it? Let me see if anybody's chatting about anything, if anyone's even watching me. The date is wrong in the title. How is the date wrong? It is, oh, it says January and it's February. Thank you. I can't, I don't think I can edit it right now, or can I? Can I edit? If it goes offline, I'll come right back online. February. I'll check the dates on the other live streams that I got going. Save. There we go. I can fix it while I'm live. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't mean for this to be a 8-ball lesson or a position lesson, but when I'm telling you guys, when I'm saying the things I'm saying, I'm talking to myself as well. That's what would go on in my mind if I was faced with running out from there. Not too bad shape either. All right, so that was this, which is Darren Appleton's first drill that he posted. Let's look at drill number 2. It's called the stay-at-home rotation drill. I'm going to skip the ad here. What time is it? 9:21. Oh, I'm already over, huh? Oh, no, I've got 10 minutes left. Stay-at-home drill. Ooh, my. Oh, it looks like a house.
The basic rules to the drill are that the 1 to the 9 have all got to be made in either the bottom left corner or the bottom right corner. 10, 11, 12, and 13 can be made in the corners or the side pocket. And the 14, 15, and 1 through to the 7 have got to be made in the corner pocket. Not allowed to contact another ball. Start with ball in hand.
Can you shoot them in any order?
So I hope you enjoy the video, and we'd like to dedicate this for all you staying at home during coronavirus.
Oh, this is 3 years ago.
Thanks to all our health care workers.
Okay, he didn't say if you have to shoot these in numerical order, but I don't think so because he just shows red, black for that line. Let me just see what he shoots after the 1. Well, he's going to go 2, 3. And the 4, 5. Oh, wait, he's got another 2 ball. Oh, he's got more than 14 balls on the table. Is he going to shoot the 3? He's shooting. I just want to see if he's shooting in numerical order or not. That's a lot bigger pain to set up. Yeah, so far he is going numerical order. Let's see. But there's 2 numerical orders. That's crazy what he just did. 2 rails to come between those balls and landed perfect. I mean, it can be done, but just to do it the first try, every try, oh my goodness. And now he is playing position for the 6, or is he not? No, he's not. Yes, he is. Okay, I don't want to play the whole video because, like I said, I'm not stealing things from Darren. If I comment on it, it's actually covered under fair use because you're commenting and critiquing, but I'm not here for that. Go to Darren Appleton's channel and subscribe. Fantastic stuff on his channel. So it looks to me like, let me go back here. There we go. Okay, so what I'm gathering is this. He's going to shoot these balls in rotation 1 through 15, and then he's going to pocket this bottom row of balls in any order. I think that's what the drill is. And if it's not, who cares? That's what I'm doing. This is trickier than the one I just did. Let's give it a try. Now I have 2 sets of balls, but I'm just going to set up 1 through 15, and then when those are done, I'll set up a row of balls along the bottom. So let me try and get this. Let's see. Okay, in the rack area, the 1's on the bottom and the 2 is on the left. 1's on the bottom, and the 2 is on the left. On the left, your other left, Bob. Gomer pile. Okay. And then the 4 ball goes on the left side, which is here. And it's across from, is it? Oh, yeah, and I'll tell you something else. Oh, is that the 8 ball on the spot? No, it's not. Okay. So this ball is a little bit above the spot, like right there. I'm gonna announce this Friday. But I have the iCats projector system, and Darren Appleton has a module for all of his drills already set up in the projector. And I need to buy those. I just didn't get around to it. But I'm going to buy those so that I'm going to do more of Darren's drills, but I'll be able to shine the projector on the table to set it up. So I won't have to be doing this rigmarole that I'm doing right now. Okay, the 6 goes by the 4 and the 8 goes on that side. So the 6 goes here, and then the 8 goes here. The 7 goes there, and the 8 goes here, and the 9 goes there. Is that right? I think so. Yes. Okay. And the 8 ball's there, and then we go 11 on the right, 11, 12, 13. Oh, that's a little bit different than I thought. 10, oh no, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 10 starting with the 10 on the left. Okay. And how far out is it? So those are all like half a diamond out, like the same as the 6, like about here. So that goes there. 10, 11 across from it. 12 on the diamond, I assume. 13 on the diamond there. 14 here, right? And 15 here. And those are the same distance out? Yeah, they are the same distance out from the rail. So about like this. And then I'm going to have a row of balls across here. But I'm suspecting that I'm not going to play position to disturb those. So let me just try and shoot from here and see what I can do. All right. Now, when Darren shot this, oh, and let me take that off the screen for you. If I remember right, when Darren shot this, he had an angle from the 2, he had to go 2 rails around like this to get on the 3. And he came around. I'm not gonna claim to run it the same way, but it's obvious it is numerical order, so it's kind of a side to side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's side, 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 side. This is cool. Now, when I shoot the 1, Darren ended up with this angle on the 2, and he went 2 rails between these balls to get here for the 3. And then he went around this way to get on the 4, I think. I'm going to try and play it differently, and we'll see if it works out. I'm going to try and play for this angle on the 2. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it works. I've never done anything like this. This is cool. So you always want to remember, when you're doing drills, it's not about the ball. Go through all your steps. It's about rehearsing all of your steps so that they're automatic during competition, and when you're in competition, you don't have to think about it. Now is when you think about it. So, I mean, yeah, I kind of want to get straight on the 3 so I can just draw back for the 4, but I mean, it's touchy. If you get the wrong angle, your cue ball's going to run into the 5 and you're not going to get on the 3. So maybe his route is smarter going 2 rails. I don't know. Okay, let's do it. So I want to come out here and get pretty flat. All right. Okay. Don't get hooked behind the 8. Okay, so I don't have an angle, which is bad. If I had an angle, I could come 2 around. So now I got to try and draw back. I mean, I'm drawing back into the 8 ball. My cue ball is going to be here at best. So I'm out of line. I'm out of line for the pattern. Very interesting. Very interesting. I'm not going to have a way to get out to center table to get on the 6. So now I'm seeing this drill is about coming to center table and getting those routes to go around. So now I don't have an angle to do that. So I'm hurting. Oh. So that's 1 hour's up, but I'm gonna keep doing this, and then I got work to do. Okay, so I can draw back and hope that I land here, so I can shoot the 5. It's ridiculous because now I'm going to have to play position for the 6 in the side, and then spin out to center table for the 7, or go around the 7 to come, which is crazy. All right, well, first I got to land on the 5. Phew. Okay, I did pretty good there. I got either option. This is difficult to go around. I mean, it's harder than it looks. I think it's the right shot, because getting a correct angle on the 6 in the side is brutal. Okay, I'm going to try it, because I know I can go to the rail. I'm going to get around that 7 to get over on the 6. Okay. Now center table, more angle than I'm comfortable with, but pros shoot this angle all the time. I got to get used to it. So I want to come back out center. So obviously I got to go 1 rail center table for the 7, or a hair past center. Okay. I'm not going to complain about that. And I bet I'll watch the video later, but I bet that's not the way that Darren played it. But let's get it done. Okay, now I can come 1 rail out for the 7, a 9. And these he said I can shoot in the side. But are these balls supposed to go past these? I don't know. Maybe I should watch his drill and see what he does, because I didn't set him up with that much care. The 12 does not go by the 14, but the 13 does go by the 15. So let's look at his layout on the screen. I'm going to say, looking at his layout, the 12 and 13 do not go by the 14, 15. So I'm either got to play him in the side or come around to play him back up here. And so I've got to go from the 12 to the 13. That's brutal. All right, let's get this job done first. We'll worry about that in a sec. Little bit shaky. I hit the point on the right side. Now I'm on the wrong side of this ball. This is tough. It's a hard stun to the rail and spin back up, or 2 rails out, or 1 rail with inside English. So I didn't do myself any favors there. Yeah, see, and I didn't spin it out, or I didn't draw it enough. I needed to come out like this. So I just torched this drill, because it's unlikely that I'm going to pocket the 2 without touching another ball. In fact, it's very, very unlikely. All right, let's give it a try, though. Okay. I'm in survival mode because this is terrible. I've got to play position in here for the 12, I guess, if I understand this drill correctly. I'm going to have to watch it. I don't know how I'm going to get there. All right. Okay. I have a plan. Let's see if I can get there. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, I'm on the right ball. Okay. Nope. Nope. I was trying to come this way. Well, I have a shot. 12 in the side, banking in the side. Nope. I got position on the 13. But I hit another ball, so I failed twice there. But that was definitely recovery. Definitely recovery stuff. That was no good. I'm gonna watch his drill, and the next time I do a practice, I'll come back to this drill. This is his drill number 2, and he's got like 50 of them. So I love this. This is the shot that I messed up. Well, actually, it's not. That's much better. I'm much closer to straight in on the 10. But still, I'm gonna. I need to rewatch the drill because I don't understand. Because I'm gonna have to go. I mean, let's say I get it on this ball. I've got to go from this ball to this ball. How am I supposed to do that without touching another ball? See, I got position, but I touched the 14. So I guess I have to learn how to play better. And then I've got to go from this ball over to that one. Well, I don't get it anyway because I touched the 14. So you got to draw it into this space, get this angle. And I touched that ball. I don't know. I'm going to watch how Darren does it. Before I go on to the rest of my day, I'm going to watch that drill and see how he completes this last sequence of stripes. I think the row of balls along here is super easy, but well, I don't know. We'll see. Okay. Yeah. The 12-13 are just ridiculous. So either that's how it's supposed to be, or I miss interpreting his drill. But my next practice session, I'll pick it back up. I'm going to do this. I'll pick up back. I'll do this drill again. But I'll go watch and see how he completes it. All right, that's the practice room for today. I feel a lot better once I figured out that what I was doing was rushing my backstroke. So I'm going to keep working on that, and hopefully that'll start to pay dividends. Let me look at the chat real quick and see if anybody's got anything going on. No, nothing. Okay, that's all for today. Thanks for watching. 8 o'clock tonight, straight pool high run attempts. I'm going to run 100. And remember, if you're going to play straight pool, play it straight. See you later. Bye.